I roamed an endless trail through a wilderness. I got lost inside my mind, and I always failed to find. And she reached way down in my soul. Desert, searching for a paradise. I roamed an endless trail through a wilderness. I got lost inside my mind, and I always failed to find. And she reached way down in my soul. She's a treasure to hold, a mystic stream and a poet's gold. And she reached way down in my soul.
Good evening. It is 6:03 and 12 seconds here at the Radio Free Brooklyn clock, which means you are just about to start listening to Sitting with Gianluca. I am Gianluca. I will be with you till 7 p.m. Sitting with me today, I'm thrilled, is Karen Pittelman from band leader, songwriter of the great country band Karen and the Sorrows. And so, Karen, thank you. Thank you for sitting with me, putting yourself in my hands.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
This is live radio. By the way, I just should tell you, I make tons of mistakes. I sometimes play the wrong thing at the wrong time, or the right thing at the wrong time, or the right thing or the wrong thing at the right time. But don't let that put you off.
All right. I'm ready for a surprise.
You're ready for, yeah, you'll be surprised. I will be surprised too. But thank you anyway for sitting with me. You've been leading Karen and the Sorrows for a long time. Mm-hmm. And you just have a brand spanking new CD that came out. When did it come out, Karen?
October 18th.
Ooh. When was that? Last week, right?
Last week, I think.
Yay. All right.
Last Friday.
well, and you're also spearhead and a pioneer of the queer country movement, and you do a monthly, we'll talk about that later. I don't want to let all the cats out of all the bags.
We'll keep some cats for later. Cats is my band acronym. That's how I knew I had named the band correctly.
Really?
Karen and the Sorrows. Cats.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I could never change the name of my band now.
You know, someone should really open a deli called Cats, don't you think?
It seems like there must be a bodega that's called that, right?
I think there might be on Houston Street, but...
If not, we'll have to go into business right after this. Stay tuned for our new bodega venture.
For our new bodega venture. Let's play something, though. Let's just start by playing something off your brand spanking. When was the 18th? Was that last Friday?
Yeah, it was last
Friday. Oh, wow. So it's just six days old.
It's just a baby.
Okay. What do you want me to play? I'm entirely in your hands.
Oh, well, if we were did we want to start a beat?
Yeah.
Then we should play Third Time's the Charm.
Yeah.
That's the happiest song.
Okay.
It's still sad, but it's the happiest.
It's still sad. Well, your band is called Karen and the Sorrows.
Yeah, I try to stay on brand.
So you have to stay on brand. Okay. So let's start off upbeat and then get sorrowful and pitiful a little bit later.
That sounds good.
Okay, cool. So right here on Radio Free Brooklyn and Sitting with Gianluca is the Karen on the Sorrows, brand spanking new song. Let me see if I can get it. Third Time's a Charm. Here it is. Let's see. right. Yeah, third time's a charm. Off the brand spanking new CD from Karen and the Sorrows. And just sitting with me, you're listening to Sitting with Gianluca, by the way, here at Radio Free Brooklyn. And sitting with me just happens to be Karen Pittelman, who happened to write. Did you write? By the way, the album's called Guaranteed Broken Heart, so it does what it says on the tin.
Oh, good, thank you.
I mean, that was. We'll start off, and then we'll get pitiful later. But thank you for joining me, Karen. Well, thank you for sitting with me.
Thank you for having me.
Did you write the whole album?
Yes, I write all the songs.
Oh, since the beginning?
From the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, so how long? I mean, how long has Karen and the Sorrows? Well, what were you doing before Karen and the Sorrows?
Before that, I had a punk band.
Ah, go on.
And then I suffered a very broken heart, and all the country music of my past, I guess, just backed up on me, and I started writing all these songs and obsessing about the pedal steel. So
Yeah.
I had to start making country music. I just had no choice. Those are the only kind of songs that were coming out, and it hasn't ended ever. So for the last 8 years, all the songs have been coming out country. So
So you got a pedal steel obsessive. You became like a Bucky Baxter or a...
I do. Pedal steel is definitely my favorite instrument.
Yeah, well, it's all over your records, actually.
For sure.
You've done 3, right? 3 and an EP.
3 and an
am I
EP,
correct?
yeah.
And there's pedal steel on all of them.
Oh, a ton of it.
If I remember right, yeah.
You're very right. I mean, this is the first record I did without my longtime bandmates, Tammy, my drummer, and Alana, who was my pedal steel player and electric guitar player. So, yeah, a lot of those songs are arranged around the pedal steel. This album I had, because I was on my own, I had a lot more options. I could work, I worked with all kinds of different musicians, but there's still a ton of pedal steel on it. I'm super obsessed with pedal steel.
So this is the first album without your new band. You started in when? When did you start? 2014?
No, whatever. It's 2011.
Oh, 2011.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been 8 years. This is the first one that I did without any of my old bandmates.
So when you wrote this album, did you have the band together already?
No.
Ah.
We'd already split.
So did you write this in? This is going to sound a strange question, but did you write the songs in silence and then figure out the instrumentation later?
I always would write the songs by myself and then bring them to the band. And I love songwriting, so I'm just selfish about it. I don't want to share.
Yeah.
And the difference was then I would bring it to the band, and I certainly heard stuff in my head, but I would try to leave room, for us to create an arrangement together. And by the time we would go into the studio, most of the arrangement was there. We'd definitely bring in guests, and we'd have, there was some producing. But for this, I mean, not in silence. I wrote it on the guitar, but it was all in my head, and then I had to bring together all the people to make it happen. But I didn't have to leave any of that space for what anybody else wanted. I got to be selfish all the way through.
Yeah. I guess by in silence, I mean. If you wrote the album, well, let me go backwards then. When you were writing your albums with your old band that you'd been playing together for how many years? For quite a few years, right?
For
so
8 years.
When you wrote songs then, did you hear, because of the fact that you had that band behind you, that you knew what your sound was for those years, did you write songs hearing the instrumentation / finished product kinda?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I think especially as we were together for longer, I would have them in mind, but not really, honestly. Mostly I dream my songs a lot of the time, so then I don't have much say about what they are, because they came to me in my sleep. Or
oh, really?
Yeah, or I just
you wake up with songs?
Yeah.
Oh,
all the time. Then I sing it into my phone, and then later I listen back to it and decide if it's garbage or not. But
Oh, you wake up in the morning with a song in your head and sing it into your phone?
Or like the middle of the night, I'll be dreaming it, and then I'll realize in the dream that there's a song, and then sometimes I'll have to decide in the dream if I like it or not.
Okay.
And then I'll like try to, it's sort of like fishing, try to reel it back out of the dream and wake up with it, still hearing it, and then I'll sing it into my phone, and then I'll go back to sleep.
Townes Van Zandt used to do that.
Really?
Yeah, and he used to call them sky songs.
What I really believe is that there's like a cosmic radio station that if you are lucky and you make the right offerings to all the gods, they'll send you songs from there, and you just have to listen in, and then that song gets to be yours. But like, you're just a catalyst,
Yeah. Bob Dylan, in his book, I don't know if you ever read Chronicles, but he said that songs would sort of float down river. That's the only thing he said about a song. One of the most prolific songwriters in the whole universe said 3 lines about songwriting in a 300-page book, and it was like
I love that.
They could start to float down river, and I interviewed Guy Clark. Do you know Guy Clark? Yeah. Well, I mean, Guy Clark's sort of the master songwriter. Yeah. And I brought this up. And Guy Clark is the opposite. Guy Clark would spend years writing a song. He would. It would be 3 years before one record and another, and he would spend 3 years just writing 10 songs. And he might toss one off on consignment for other people, but he would really just like work at it like he was carving. Like he was doing fine cabinet making. He'd work months on a song and years on a song sometimes. And so I brought that up when I was interviewing Guy Clark, and he said, well, if that was only true.
Well, I believe in both. The idea, I feel like, kind of comes from the sky or the river or the cosmic radio station, but then you have to hone it. I'm a writer first and foremost, so I'm very obsessive about my lyrics, and like, I really appreciate when other people are obsessive about, their lyrics, and I spend a lot of time then like thinking about the chord changes and then thinking about the arrangement and what I want. But the genesis of the songs, a lot of times, I think they're coming from another dimension.
Well, is there a song that we can play that came to you in one dollop?
I mean, I always edit them and work on them, but definitely one of the ones I was thinking of playing, When People Show You Who They Are, that one I dreamt. And
really?
The other one I wanted to play for you, I was eating grapes, and the song just sort of came out of eating grapes. So your listeners are going to think I'm enough. But it kind of is that feeling of the floating down river, like all of a sudden I just realized I was singing this song.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, hello, song. I guess I'll have to work on you now.
Okay. So how much of it came? Like 70%, 65%? Well, you might as well play that now, actually. But just before you play it, like how much did you edit and how much came? Did it come with a melody?
It's the melody that comes. The melody usually comes with a couple of words that I don't have to keep the words, but I'll have to rhyme with those words. Like I can't, they'll be so baked into like the structure of the melody itself. So that one, Jonah and the Whale, which came from eating grapes. All
right.
Nothing about grapes in that song. But the whole structure of the verse and the weird rhythm of it just kind of floated in. And then I had to figure out what was the song about and figure out the chorus.
Oh, okay. So you got a third of the words, a third of the lines, and you had to fill in the rest?
I got like the whole melody of the verse and the whole rhythm of the structure. It's got a weird rhythm, and it's got hand claps, and the hand claps came to me.
Yeah.
And so I sort of built the whole song around that. So I would say I got 33% of it came just floating in from the grapes. And then,
all right.
The rest I had to figure out.
Well, there is a guitar handy. Do you want to? I have been talking about it. Do you want to?
I know. I was trying to teach you the hand clap.
Oh yeah, well that's that and how well, yeah, that ended badly. I'm not going to hand clap. I'm not going to hand clap over you. If you've just tuned in, you are 6 minutes, 6 hours. Sorry, it's 6:80. You are 18 minutes into sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn, and I am Gianluca. I will be sitting with you till 7. Sitting with me is Karen Pittelman, songwriter
Karen.
and leader.
It's funny though, because my mom's name is Carol.
No, I said Karen.
You said Carol
I said
again.
Karen. No? Oh, did I say Carol?
Yeah, but
Sorry.
that's my mom's name, so it's okay.
All right, yeah.
You're in the right family.
I've just changed your name for you because I knew you was. No, well, all right, Karen Pittelman. So you're going to play your Sky song?
I'll play my
really
Sky Grape song.
Okay, so let me get my mic levels right. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, go for it. I think we're ready.
All right, I'll try not to fuck it up.
That's all right.
Draw my line in the sand and watch the waves wash it away. Say I'll be my own man, but then I begged for you to stay. Sat on my hands like a child who can't behave and who can't understand why I can't just have my way. And no, don't stop, swallow me whole. Don't stop, body and soul. Don't stop till I'm no more. Take me all the way down, deepest deep, the darkest dark, where I'll never be found. And I can sleep beneath your heart, here with my kin, your belly full of all their bones, and your sweet medicine. Oh, I finally found my home, and no, don't stop, swallow me whole. Don't stop, body and soul. Don't stop till I'm no Jonah. Don't fight it, Jonah. Just be guided, Jonah. Just be broken, Jonah. Smashed wide open, oh. Don't stop, swallow me whole. Don't stop, body and soul. Don't stop till I'm no more.
Ooh, thank you, Karen.
See?
Fantastic. Here at Radio Free Brooklyn, sitting with Gianluca. Well, no one fell over, don't worry.
I was so worried when I hurt my guitar.
Nah, that's all right. They're battle scars. That's what divides the professionals from the amateurs is how many battle scars they have on their guitars.
Oh,
so you've
God,
got
like
one more.
Willie Nelson's guitar.
Oh,
Have
Willie.
Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
It's like
Well, I've
barely
seen
has
what
any guitar left.
I've seen what's left of his guitar. Do you know what Willie Nelson's guitar is called?
Trigger.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm ready for trivia.
Yeah. Oh, we're ready for trivia. Yeah, we'll do. Well, we could do a little bit of trivia. Yeah, I got something. Because you are queer country is like your brand, right?
Yeah, or it was what I needed to exist. Really, I missed playing in queer spaces when I was in a punk band, and I just was lonesome for having like more community spaces to play in when I started this band, and it didn't exist. And I really believe in, for better or for worse, DIY, and if it doesn't exist, you have to make it yourself, even though it's such a pain in the ass. And I wish that I didn't believe in that.
Yeah.
But I do, so I had to create that space for myself, and then so many other people were coming up to me saying, like, I've been waiting for this. I always loved country music. I grew up on country music. I never thought I'd be in a place where I could like dance with my partner or just feel welcome, So once people started saying that, I was like, oh, like, I have to keep this going and help build this community, because there have been queer people making country music ever since there's country music, since there's any music, because we're always around, whether or not everybody knows it. But there haven't been that many actual spaces, for people to create the music together and share it and dance and hang out.
Well, what's your annual event that you do?
Well, I do a Queer Country Quarterly, so that's mostly quarterly. Every once in a while, though, I bump it up a little. I think earlier in the year I had 2 in a row, so it was a monthly quarterly. But it was monthly before that, and that was a little bit too hard. So that's always running, and then every year or so I'll do a bigger event that is usually called the Gay Opry, or the Gay Opry Presents. The last big one I did was actually called Another Country, and it was about thinking about both queer and trans country musicians, and also people of color making country, and people who are both queer or trans and people of color. So just trying to create that space for like thinking about country music and people working in different genres, but that were, related to country. And it was a whole day long event, and that was really fun.
Yeah.
I don't want us only to be thinking about sexuality and gender.
Sure.
I want us to be intersectional and thinking about race and thinking about all the different ways that like country both gets co-opted for a certain conservative agenda, but that we can reclaim it for our own agenda.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's 2 things I'd say for that. One is that country was never only became white comparatively recently. If you go back to the 30s,
I'm obsessed.
Okay.
I am obsessed with talking about this. If you want to talk about it.
Oh, you want to get into this?
Yeah.
And then because I also have like a trivia thing about gay country music or queer country music. But let's get into this. Okay, yeah, go for it. But can I ask you one thing though? Can you go back to that mic? It sounds better. Just pull it down. So because it's distorting on this one. You can sit down. Yeah, just pull it down and sit down. Because that was a
singing.
And
then we'll put it back up when I sing.
Better.
Yeah,
now you're not distorted.
That
Good.
is much better.
So there you go.
Yeah, after Charlottesville, I was really wishing that there was some organization for progressive and lefty people who love country music to come together, because there were so few country music artists coming out, and that was a pretty easy thing to condemn. Like, you just have to condemn Nazis, but people weren't. So I started thinking about that, and I started talking to some people, and I was like, well, if we're gonna try and start something like that, first we just need like maybe a 1-page piece that just is an analysis about like the relationship between country music and white supremacy. And then that turned into a 50-page essay that I wrote earlier this year. So I really am super obsessed with this question.
We need to go out and get coffee. No, me too. Well, I mean, the country music being white and conservative is comparatively new.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go,
country music is new, right? I mean, it's just a constructed thing from the 30s. Before that,
well, I would call it rural music, and rural music encompasses blues, and country, and also they sang the same songs. You had black string bands in the 30s. the Mississippi Shakes, for example.
Absolutely.
And then you had the guys in North Carolina, the white, but they were singing the same songs.
Right, and published in the same series.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Sitting on Top of the World was a blues song. It was a country song too, and tons of it. So how deep do you want to go, Uncle Dave Macon? Really?
Sure.
Oh God. Okay.
I'll talk about the early WSM days and the relationship to minstrelsy. Like, I think that's really
Well, we can't get into that because I'm scared that anyone's gonna geek out and turn off and be intimidated.
Okay,
but to be continued.
Yeah, but I do think that history is so important because I like it's rural Southern music.
Yes,
and then it's the Ralph Peer and the marketing guys who created this idea of like hillbilly and race music that became country. But it always really upset. Like, I got really upset watching the Ken Burns documentary because it was like he was trying to talk about racism, but then he just let Chris Christopherson right in the beginning say, oh, it's white man's blues. And the problem with saying that is that implies that country music belongs to white people. And that's just a lie. Country music was created by and belongs to black people just as much as white people, and also Native people, also Mexican people. And it just makes me so angry that people say that kind of stuff, and they're trying to be liberal about it, but they don't know the history. And here it is, he's making a documentary about the history, and he's already fucking it up. I was throwing things at the TV.
Oh, you were? Yeah. No, rural music, and in the countryside, everyone was broke, so no one, so there wasn't really a black-white divide. You had cross race bands all over the place.
Exactly.
They were singing the same songs. Uncle Dave Macon, we're going to stop geeking out in a second, so don't turn your radio set off. But Uncle Dave Macon was a great legendary banjo player from the 30s, right? Am I right, Karen? So he used to deliver booze from one place to another, and on his horse and buggy, and halfway along was a juke joint, and a black juke joint, and Uncle Dave Macon would stop halfway and get loaded and play banjo with all these black string bands. So a lot of his repertoire he learned from the black juke joints, and vice versa too.
Right, everybody's like collaborating with each other.
In North Carolina, Charlie Poole, in North Carolina, a big cotton mill region. Well, I mean, who was picking the cotton? Black people were picking cotton. White people were picking cotton too, and they were in the mills. So they all mixed and they all swapped songs and they all played together.
Yeah.
So there's a big. I want to read your thesis. We're gonna.
And if you, dear listener, would like to read it, you can just head over to, I'll put a link on KarenandtheSorrows.com, and it's also up on Medium. It's called, I think it's really important to look at those roots because, I mean, for one, if you love the music, it's on us to know where it comes from and to honor it. And also, that's part of creating a space where everybody who's called to make country music, everybody who the river sends them down a country song can make it. That's what frustrates me. Is a lot of people want to be made, and this is part of what I wrote about. A lot of people, country's songs are coming to them, and it's their heritage, it's their legacy, but because of the way the industry is constructed, and because of this idea that country should only belong to white people, then they don't have the space to bring that music into the world the way they want to, or they get pushed into other genres depending on who they are and what their identity is. And
well, that's a publicist's invention. Well, you know what? I just have another idea for a radio show. At some point, me and you should do this again and talk about only this and play white country music sung by black bands and black country music sung by white bands. There's tons of common ground. There's tons of string bands that and maybe we can have a call in where the listener tries to guess the color of the band, and I bet you half the time they'll get it wrong. I mean, we're colorblind, but it kind of. I mean, I'm saying it flippantly, but I'm saying it to prove a point that the idea of black music and white music is wrong.
Yeah, that's really my main point. The reason that those two ideas of that white sounds a certain way and
Sure.
black sounds a certain way was to help prop up white supremacy, to help prop up segregation. Because the idea was that that you could see white supremacy in everything, including in the way things sound. And
Yep.
like, that has nothing to do with the reality of all these people. Like, it's not that it was, you know, happy, shiny, and fluffy. Like, obviously, there's like tons of violence and oppression, but the fact is that people were collaborating and building this, like Rhiannon Giddens calls it, a common music for hundreds of years. And like, that is the truth of the music, not this idea of like white and black
Exactly.
that now we are all so accustomed to, that like we just assume that these genres are natural.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a drag.
In case you've just tuned in, you're listening to Sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. Sitting with me and Carol is Karen Pittelman and from Karen and the Sorrows, and we are giving you a history lesson.
Hey, nerds.
This is history. This is history. This is history. HistoryNerd.com. Yeah. We're going to get onto some fun things soon.
Okay, let's talk
but we aim to raise IQs around here. Lord knows, I'm trying to get into the double figures. I'm failing miserable. I'm still at a 17. But in case you've just tuned in also, we are Radio Free Broke Line. We have no money. Our light bulbs flicker. If you have any jingly jangly in your pocket, please pull something out, drop it in the hat. If you go to the radiofreebrooklyn.com or .org website, there's donate buttons all over the place. We're also I always get these numbers wrong. How is it, Karen? A 5013CK,
501c3.
Thank you. Which means you get your money back, and we get to carry on doing this for longer. We also train teens to do this sort of thing, to know how to do podcasting, and so we do community things. You know, in the good old days, you go to a bar to hang out with your communities. Today, it's the community radio. There's very few left these days, and so we do an important thing. We are training kids to do this sort of thing as well. So your money does not go to waste. None of it goes into our pockets. Damn it. We all do this for nothing. Aww. Damn it. You could also download an app and like that. All right. Well, I was going to do, I should say another thing. We also got like nice sponsorship. Someone like kicked down a lot of money. And these people are the ME team, who have a 99, oh my goodness, this sounds amazing. A double insulated, reusable stainless steel bottle disinfects water in 60-second cycle, utilizing UVC LED technology, and is 99.99% effective against E. coli. My goodness. A single charge via micro USB lasts up to 30 days, and the bright light display lets you know when the water is ready to drink. Join us in bringing clean water to all. Raise your bottle and drink. Oh, hallelujah. To you and ME. Find out more at MEBottle.com. Yay. Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, I kind of want one of those.
Yeah, I want one of
How
those.
much do they cost?
I don't. Ooh, you know what? I don't know. Cost something, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to. Queers in Country is not a brand new thing. You are not the first.
Not at all.
Now there's. I kind of tempted to play a couple of. There's a few in Nashville right now.
Sure.
That have come out.
We could go back and play some Lavender Country.
Okay. Well, yeah. We could do Lavender from the 70s.
Yeah, that is the first out country album.
Were they all out? Was the whole band, or was just a singer?
It was really Patrick.
Well, you set it up. Yeah, go on. So
really,
tell us the history of it.
It's really Patrick Hagerty's band, and he's still going strong. He played with us for my last record release. Oh. So it was so exciting to bring him here, and he's always touring. He just put out a new album.
So wait. So they are from, if I'm not mistaken, Seattle, right? Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
And did they tour a lot? Did they actually go down south where they would have been? Do you know their history?
Well, he's from the Midwest, but I don't think.
Son of a dairy farmer, I think.
Definitely a farmer. I forget what kind of farmer.
Yeah.
I don't know, like back in the 70s, how extensively he toured, but he's been touring everywhere now. And
Yeah, okay.
he's amazing. Everybody just goes bananas.
Because he'd probably be in his would he be in his 70s now? He's a veteran, right?
I don't know how old he is, but he's very young at heart, and he's so sweet and so supportive of us as, like, you know, the next generation. And we should listen to Crying These Cocksucking Tears.
Oh, well, I queued up Come Out Singing, actually.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Can I play that one? Or shall I just waffle around and find the one that
No, play that. That's a great one, too.
Okay, I'll do that one. Because this also goes out in the UK, Resonance FM, on the actual airwaves.
Oh, did I say it?
I'll bleep you out. That's all right. I'll re-edit this. Yeah, no. So songs with fewer curse words are a little bit better.
Yes, then you chose wisely, and I chose poorly.
No, you chose very well, because that's a really great song, actually.
Yeah, that one's my favorite.
You chose very, very well. But I'm going to give a shout out to Resonance FM over in the UK. It goes out, if you want a repeat performance of this show, it goes out Sunday 6 p.m. It goes out Sunday 6 p.m. General Greenwich Mean Time, which would be whatever New York time. I think it's 2 p.m. right now.
At me like I know what time it is.
Whatever. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so let's have some Navica off their legendary 1973 album, right?
First out country album.
The first ever out country album. Come. Wow, sorry, I turned my mic off. Come Out Singing. Here it is.
Waking up to say hip hip hooray, I'm glad I'm gay. Can't repress my happiness ever since I tried your way. Gonna lay right here and greet the sun, 'cause gay time loving's just begun. So come on, let's tumble in the hay. Do-do-do, do-do-do, oh do-do-do. Morning time feels so fine when I'm hanging out with you. Sun is up, I'm flinging out the night of doubt and bringing about the light to come out singing do-do-do. Dancing rays, prancing in a glancing orange and red. Drips of dawn trickling on the corners of our bed. That's full of your flirting fingers. Your body odor lingers in my toes and in my nose and in my head. So do-do-do, do-do-do, oh do-do-do. Morning time feels so fine when I'm hanging out with you. Sun is up, I'm flinging out the night of doubt and bringing back the light to come out singing do-do-do. My belly turns to jelly like some lily ingenue. Your tickling beard has got me geared for a nice long day with you. I don't feel like no rising rooster, 'cause I found a new excuse for sleeping in to begin do-do-do. There's a milk and the honey flowing when you're blowing Gabriel's horn. 7 come 11 looks like heaven gave up scorn. 'Cause you're an angel, sure enough. You loving man, you got the stuff to set my hip bones groaning to be born. so fine when I'm hanging out with you. Sun is up, I'm thinking out, the night is down, and bringing back the light, the mouth singing do-do-do. Sun is up, I'm thinking out, the night is down, and bringing back the light, the mouth singing do-do-do.
All right, Lavender Country there. The first ever fully out band. Wonderful fun. Come out singing.
Yeah.
If you've just tuned in, you are listening to Sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. You are exactly 44 minutes, 36 seconds into the show. Sitting with me is Karen Pittelman, and we've been nerding out together about 1930s hillbilly music, and it's been great. And thank you, Karen, for sitting with me. This is really great to have you. Wow.
Thank you for being a nerd with me. I get lonely sometimes.
Oh, we can go. We can go. I can follow you. You know, there's the nerds convention, and then there's a hidden door, and then I can get into that hidden door with you, and then behind the hidden door there's another hidden door, and I can get into that, and then there's like a super nerdy hidden door. It has a combination lock, and only the deep country nerds can get in there.
Nerds.
I actually have the combination.
That sounds great.
I do have the combination. If you would like to come in and nerd out with me, I'm all in.
It's like the opposite of a VIP room.
Yeah, it's definitely the opposite. There's very few people in there.
Very few trying to get in there.
There's very few trying to get in there, and there's very few that are nerdy enough to get in there. We are two of them, I think.
I feel honored.
I feel rather honored too, actually, Karen. So, we're sisters in combat.
Yes, sisters, nerd sisters.
Nerd sisters in combat. Well, we've got 15 minutes left, and we've got quite a lot to talk about. Would you like to play another song, or shall we talk some more? It's entirely up to you. This is really your seat and your show.
Do you want to hear a really sad song?
Yeah, go on.
I mean, that other song is sad.
But we've been laughing too much. I mean, your band name is Karen and the Sorrows, for God's sake.
Gotta deliver more sorrows. Okay, one more song then.
Yeah, go on. All right. So Karen's getting the guitar, and you can do your raise the mic and everything, and we're gonna do a sound check on the fly.
All right.
Go on, poop us out, Karen. We've been laughing too much.
No, probably not.
It's disrespectful to your band name.
I think though, like part of the reason I just like the sad songs the best, and but I find a lot of joy in that, and I think gotta move the chair. I feel like that is one of the secrets of country music is like to find that joy in the sadness, like helps you keep going.
Yeah. And also sad songs point you to an inner human condition.
Yeah, and connection.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to tell us about this first, or just want to plow into it? Entirely up to you.
This is called When People Show You Who They Are, which it does that's advice that Maya Angelou gave to Oprah Winfrey, but it's also kind of in the common parlance. But it's about believing what people want, what people are instead. I think it's really good to see the best in people, and I don't want to stop doing that, but it's also important to understand that when it comes down to it, people are going to be the person they think they are, not the person you think they could be. That makes sense.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect. Well, that's what I was saying before. It's an insight into the human condition.
Yeah, I try. So this is a reminder to myself in part. And this one I dreamt.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All
This
right.
one came in the middle of the night. I see it shining out of you, something that's holding bright and true. You don't see what I see. You don't see. You need to bury it down deep. What can you do with my belief? I don't see what you see. I don't see. When people show you who they are, when people show you who they are, when people show you who they are, when people show you who they are. Oh, believe them. Believe them. Who taught you who you have to be? Who taught me to wait here on my knees? You don't need what I need. You don't need. People show you who they are. When people show you who they are. When people show you who they are. When people show you who they are. Oh, believe them. Believe them. Let me keep my light this one time. Let me close my eyes this one time. Let me keep my light this one time. Oh, believe them. Believe them. Believe them. Believe them.
Ooh, believe them. Carol Pittelman here. Yeah, you're listening to Sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. I am Gianluca. Sitting with me is Carol Pittelman from Karen and the Sorrows. And very obvious now why it's called Karen and the Sorrows. Hi, Sammy. Sammy has just come in. Teens Take the Mic will be up in exactly 8 minutes. So we have to start winding down.
All right.
When did you start writing?
I mean, I've been writing songs all my life, but these songs, these country songs, they started like about 9 years ago.
Okay. So do you know what you get when you play a country music record backwards?
What?
You get your car back, your house back. You stop drinking.
Right,
your mother comes back to life.
Your dad
and you
comes
come out
back.
of prison.
You know that I love that David Allen Coe song. You never even call me by my name. Like,
Yeah.
that's not that child. But that verse where he's just like, oh well, his friend tells him it's not a good enough country song because it doesn't have all the tropes in it. So that he just covers everything: his mom, the train, his dog.
David Allen Coe. What a wonderful. Wow, we could really geek out on country music, actually. I'm very looking forward to having you back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pick to close out. What's the longest song you've done? Give Sammy some time to set up. Maybe even on one of your previous albums. We can close out with it. We can talk for a couple more minutes. And do you have a 6-minute song or something? Sorry.
I think the longest one on that album is also one of the weirder ones that might be cool to play. Your New Life Now.
Your New Life Now. That's on your new album.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's another one I dreamt.
Let me bring that up. Sammy's pretty fast at setting up, aren't you, Sammy? Yeah, Sammy says she's good. So what's it called?
Your New Life Now.
Oh, wait,
one.
I can't.
It's the fourth song on the album.
Wait a second. Your New Life Now?
Mm-hmm. I think that one's the longest one.
I don't see it on here. Oh, Your New Life Now. No, actually.
Or we could play 2.
Sorry, it's something true. Yeah, we can play 2.
Yeah.
So that this has been wonderful having you, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
If you have just tuned in, you have just missed sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. Sitting with me has been wonderful. Karen Pittelman from Karen and the Sorrows. Thank you, Karen. It really has been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
It really was. I want to do this geek out session at a later date. We'll roll our sleeves up and really go head to head on this stuff.
And if you want to be nerd friends with us, just find me at Karen and the Sorrows or Kay and the Sorrows on Twitter, Kay and the Sorrows on Instagram or on Facebook. We're all the places.
You're all over
always
the place,
looking
right?
for more nerdy country music loving friends.
Okay. Well, I'm one of them. And if you want more of me, well, I'll be back next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Maya Byrne is a wonderful singer-songwriter that Karen knows, who will be my guest. You'll be playing it with Maya in Nashville.
Yeah, in Nashville on November 11th. If you're in Nashville, come see us.
If you're in Nashville, go see them, definitely. Maya's a fantastic songwriter. Yeah. And if you want to get in touch with me and smack me around the head for any reason, I love people getting in touch with me. And, I feel really lonely and I really want friends. So please just like me on Instagram. I post very little stuff, so I'm not going to spam you. And my Instagram is sitting with GT. Like gin and tonic, or my name, Sitting with GT. And if you have any requests, you want to have a request on the show or want me not to do something on the show, you can get in touch with me from that handle there. And also have an email, sittingwith@radiofreebrooklyn.com. But Instagram is always best, Sitting with GT. Sammy, Teams Takes the Mic is coming up in exactly 4 minutes. I'm going to play out with Karen and the Sorrows. Latest track from there, Guaranteed Broken Heart. Karen, thank you, and thank you for sitting with me 100%.
Thank you so much.
You at home and Karen, and I'm like bowled over that people even listen to me, frankly. Okay, so here it is. off Guaranteed Broken Heart that came out last Friday. Something True.
Count out all the days. Count out all the years. Now that you're all alone, who do you wish were here? Did I waste all my love to wind up with nothing true? Or is there no way